I need you to carefully pay attention to what happens in the next 6 seconds. Nothing. Now, if that felt like a waste of time, that's exactly what it felt like for me yesterday morning, driving for Uber Eats in the morning at 7 a.m. And I even have bonus pay. You can see here at $2 on my next trip, yet nothing. And it kind of feels like a waste of time, doesn't it? Regardless of the app that you drive for. Now, here's the thing. In this video, I'm going to help you, give you some options of what to do if nothing's happening, as well as we go through this shift together, a very, I think, standout trend that you're going to want to pay attention to. So setting the stage, again, yesterday morning, driving for Uber Eats and actually GrubHub, that's multi-apping, 7 a.m. in the morning here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And yeah, nothing happens. You're not getting any requests, or the requests that I did get, it's like, like $3, $4, or it's super far miles. It's not worth it. So what do? I mean, option number one, you should be multi-apping. So you should be active on as many of the same apps, in the same niche that is, as possible to give yourself as many options as possible. But what if that doesn't work? Kind of like it wasn't working for me yesterday. Here's what you're going to do. If I am dead slow, like I was yesterday, I'm immediately checking different niches. So if I'm driving food delivery, I'm going to open most every other gig app that I have to see if, hey, can I make better use of my time? Because I'm out here like sitting in a power strip. Those are areas that are really dense with restaurants, and I'm wasting my time. So I actually looked into my first goPuff shift. Now, one negative, this is the home screen of the driver app for goPuff. We can see here as I try to start a work day, as they call it. I guess that means going online. And it says, you are currently too far from the Pittsburgh downtown facility. Please get a little closer and try again. I don't like this. I mean, I've clearly never done goPuff. Let me know down below in the comments if you have. I don't like this. I feel like most every other app, I like to go online, and then if I get a request, I'll go to this facility. But this is how they structure goPuff. I kind of think about it like, I guess, Amazon Flex. If I, do a warehouse shift, clearly, I got to go to the warehouse, pick up the packages to start my shift. And that's kind of how goPuff does it. I got to go to this little mini warehouse to pick up the orders and then deliver to the customers. But again, I'm opening up all the niches, right? So I looked at goPuff, I looked at Shipt, Instacart, I looked at Amazon Flex. It was a little bit too early for that. And it was too early for Walmart Spark, a pretty hot app right now. So I didn't have too many options because I was getting things like this. $10, $10.63 for Starbucks, 4.6 miles. Now, we're always looking at the dollars to mile ratio. How much am I getting paid for the miles driven? And this actually is not that bad at all. But we always want to pinball orders. So if I finish in this area of my marketplace, I want to know, okay, the next order will take me in a busy zone, etc. This, again, it wasn't too bad, but I wanted a little bit better, which turned out to really be a mistake because it continued to be slow. So again, if nothing's happening, what do you do other than multi-app? It's, again, looking at different niches, right? So I looked at another niche, Roadie. It's a delivery app, typically for non-food items, supplies, and whatnot. And I saw a fantastic opportunity here. So Roadie offering $21 for a single mile. So with this one, it was what's called an XL delivery. You can see the dimensions. It was like 50 inches by 25 inches. Wouldn't really fit in my Passat. And that's kind of the thing with Roadie. It's like supplies and whatnot, Home Depot pickups and the like. But if you didn't know, let's say, about Roadie and you had a larger vehicle, a truck, what have you, and that's your gig vehicle, then you'd miss out on this. And I mean, 21 bucks for a single mile, that is a no-brainer. So again, hack number one there, it's to try different niches if nothing's happening on the niche that you're on. So basically, I'm a little ashamed to say it, but this is how it goes. And again, we're going to get into a trend at the end of this video. You're going to want to see that. But I'm in that power strip still. And of course, the one area that I'm in is not busy with bonus pay, but I get this one, $6.77, 2.1 miles, 18 minutes. It's Dunkin'. I'm just taking it. I just want to make some money. Let's take it. And what Uber Eats really likes to do is they really like to toss you stacked orders. It's just an add-on order, much like a lot of these other food delivery apps. So an additional $4.50. Now, of course, I hope you don't do this, but don't auto accept an order request just because like, hey, it seems like more money. Look at the numbers, right? That dollars to mile ratio and the dollars to time ratio. How much time is it going to take for the additional pay in this circumstance? So 0.8 miles, that's nothing for $4.50. Even though it's not like, $8, I'll still take it because it's just an additional 7 minutes as well. And then after that, something else that Uber Eats really likes to do, I'd say more so than GrubHub and DoorDash even, is tacking on a request as you're finishing the current assignment. So they do that here, $6.15. It makes sense. I'm going to take it. No problem. It's 2.6 miles for 17 minutes. Another Starbucks pickup. And right now we can see it's 8 a.m. But let's move on to our next order here. It's a batched delivery, aka a stacked order for $19.25, 3.4 miles, a fantastic dollars to mile ratio, 24 minutes. That seems fair because there's 3 stops here. So when I see 3 stops, that's just even more ideal. It's 1 restaurant, or in this case, it's Starbucks, and then 2 customers versus, 2 restaurants and then 2 drop-offs. So I am taking that all day, and it took about 30 minutes or so, running me until 9 a.m. So what was the whole trend? I'm going to show you the numbers of this entire kind of breakfast shift here. But did you notice the entire trend of this shift? Think about it. What kind of stood out here as a common factor? It was, kind of stands to reason that these were all from breakfast spots. I had I think 4 or 3 Starbucks, and I think maybe the 1 or 2 Dunkin' Donuts breakfast spots. So when I say don't drive for Uber Eats until you watch this video, it's because the trend that I've seen, and this is over years, folks, this isn't just this shift. I've seen this statistically here in Pittsburgh when I drove in San Diego, is there's really a sweet spot, in my opinion, with these breakfast runs. Whenever I've done early AM shifts, and do let me know down below in the comments if you agree with this, it's very hot and cold. You got to know your marketplace because any lunch spot is typically closed, especially at like 6 a.m. It's only like Dunkin', it's Starbucks, it's these coffee shops and breakfast spots. That's it. So that limits the amount of requests that I've typically got. And just the time of day, it's so early, especially again, 6, 7 a.m., that not a ton of customers are awake or placing orders. And I did see some good bonus pay at like 6:15, 6:30. I headed out around like 6:40-ish, but then it slowed down as we saw from like 7 until maybe 8:15 or so. So really, again, before you drive for Uber Eats, DoorDash, do the market research on those breakfast shifts. Are they worth it? Now, was this shift worth it? Let's go over the numbers. So a breakfast sunrise shift here in Pittsburgh, 7 a.m. until at 9 a.m., I grossed $36.68 in revenue, and really waiting like 35, 40 minutes from 7 a.m. until I got something decent, really dug into my overall earnings. Gross revenue per hour, $18.34, under our goal this year of $25 per hour in gross revenue. During this shift, I completed 5 deliveries. It did receive 5 tips as well, with an average of $3.85. Business miles were fine here. Not a lot of business miles, just 11, with a good payout per mile of $3.33. And I get a tax deduction of $6.44. So time and time again, the numbers consistently show that dinner rush is really where the money is, but maybe in your marketplace, it's kind of a hidden gem for that breakfast rush. Let us know down below. And if you did get value in this video, I appreciate it if you drop a like, and you can also click or tap screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.